out we're in a simulation.
Never said that we're in a simulation.
Yet!
You don't have to. God damn it!
It said to be continued! What did you expect?
I didn't expect him to lock him off behind multiple story progress there.
That's what you get for insisting we're in a simulation.
We
So,
know
what parts
we're
of
in
the
a
simulation
simulation
should we focus on now? Let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, that's it wasn't setting right with me that if he was working for Ida, why were the Men in Black? The Men in Black were still following him to fool freaking Miura. That's why.
We lied to the robot.
Yeah, he lied to the goddamn robot.
No, I don't think the robot bought it, though.
No, the robot did call him a bad liar.
Yep.
I call total bullshit.
Nanomachine infection, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I can't read that fast!
Nanomachine infection.
Isn't that what's been happening?
No, because we're talking about 2188 now.
There better not be some zombie apocalypse shit.
Just for everything that happens in 2188 influences what we're seeing in every other area. But it does. But everything that happened in 2188 stays in 2188.
I think I remember where a line is now in the game.
Where?
Operation Aegis, stop the loop.
Yep. The kaiju attack makes the simulation reboot.
They never said.
And once the simulation reboots, then see, the thing is, it seems like they're actually in a physical city. That could be it could just be all hard light projections or something like that. But it really does seem like, for all the world, they've actually got physical structures there. But who knows? It could just be, it could just be hard light, like the, like Star Trek's, Star Trek's little playgrounds. It could be like that.
They could be clones on a planet, and everything's staged just so they can prepare for the war. But then where do the loops come in?
Well, once the kaiju hit, it says once the kaiju hit all the mainframes, it loops. They basically reset, and thus loop.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Fetus!
Yep.
Kaiju invasions cause the world to be reset every 16 years. As a result, the students grow up and die before reaching adulthood, and then are born again to repeat the cycle. Jesus Christ! Once the kaiju gain control of every mainframe in all sectors, the world's automatically created, as a new loop begins. Save your own data, or shift yourself to such a zero, you will be able to skip the reset and end up in the new world, just 16 years in the past, just hitting your current appearance. However, you would no longer be human in the new loop, but merely a simulated personality that Universal Control has reconstructed. I knew it! I think. Fetus!
Which tells me that they actually do drop a physical clone of all of the chosen ones the 15, whatever you want to call them, into the simulation to start it out. What, not gonna argue that one, Lantern?
It's the simulation. It's not bad.
You're
His
just mad
hamsters
because we
ain't
caught
happy.
you.
Yeah, universal control gets taken over, the sectors get reset, world gets recreated, new loop happens.
There's also a chance that it's not a simulation, and he's playing into our confidence in the fact that it is a simulation, and he's waiting for the epic moment, and this is what will cause us to set the core cord on fire.
So at the beginning of the simulation, it births a new set. Got it.
Yeah. Alright.
And activating the self-defense systems of a terminal is what we're doing in the combat rounds.
That is correct. Hot dogs.
We got hot dogs.
We do have hot dogs.
My boss just randomly gave it to us.
We have hot dogs.
Ah.
We're about to have a kitten in here.
I do not sneeze like a kitten.
Look, we've got evidence.
Oh, hang on.
Girl on the run. A girl on the run. Yeah, Paul McCartney is actually my least favorite Beatle.
Eh,
Which, nothing against him. It's just, like, all the other Beatles I enjoy more.
he's also kind of a dick.
I mean, so was John. I think the only one of them who wasn't was Ringo.
No, he kidnapped Carl, remember? Oh, I know, that was Raven.
I have acquired a cat.
Meow.
Boss is getting
Yeah.
brushy.
Okay. So we keep getting people locked off. This is fine. Where do we go now?
I don't know!
Either Miura or Shu will reveal something interesting, I think.
I think we need to get to Shu just for the combat. Because we can't until we get to a certain point with him, we can't do any more combat. So
Okay.
All right.
Alright. I'll hug the bows. Alright. There you go. You can sit on the table.
Man, I'm really off my game today. All these weird dreams must be getting to me. And that show that came on in the middle of the night.
I had this
Wish
weird
that was
dream
just a dream.
that I was in a simulation,
He never had a dream about being in a
Back
simulation.
in my dream.
and in the simulation, Chihiro died. I mean, it's Morimura.
Identical, but
I mean,
that's not
shit.
my name, so
The simulation's breaking.
and in my dream, I'm a total dick.
in my dream,
I'm a
my soul
jerk
is in an
now.
Android body. That's got to be the craziest feeling. What would it even be like, not having a body of your own? This dream's probably way off in the future. Looked like it was in some kind of lab. Never figured she'd turn up. But that was her, Tomi Kisaragi. My motorcycle's a Shikishima GRD 250.
I'm pretty sure that's a reference to like a specific motorcycle.
But I've got
Obviously, it's not made by Shikishima, but like the model number is similar to one that was
I
popular in
think it's
Japan.
Yamaha.
Probably.
Yuki Inaba's been hijacking the airwaves. Also, she can talk to me through the TV. She knows me somehow. Not just that, she says I'm the only one she can depend on.
I ain't got
Still waiting for the
nobody
punchline here.
that I can depend on.
Man, she's
Aye.
cute. A bombshell like that sending
Ow,
those
my
curry guys
finger.
to the hospital. I've never met anyone like her before. I just might have fallen for her.
Don't ship it.
I see Tomi Kisaragi in there. Ah, come on. What am I getting self-conscious
I
for?
see the ponytail of that one girl I thought was going to be important, and then she never came up again.
Nothing I actually feel. But if I bump into her, things could get awkward fast.
I mean, considering
really
one of the
need now
times
is
you
a
bumped
cold
into
drink.
her, you tried to feel her
Just gotta
stomach.
grab a drink, sit down, and chill out for a second.
I remember! I forgot, but then I remember!
Could use a sugar boost. Yeah.
Man, someone is blasting their bass outside.
Maybe we had somebody shooting off firecrackers last night.
4th of July was a long time ago. Hi, Okino.
Not even going to acknowledge that, huh?
Nope. Gonna get a drink out of the vending machine.
Let's see, he wants a sugar boost, huh?
Doesn't Hasty have sugar on it?
Oh yeah.
It's
Maybe
apple
it's-
juice,
Apple juice, yeah.
and it might impress Yuki, who knows?
This
Yeah.
is Yuki-chan's favorite. Can't go wrong.
Shouts out for being a simp, but having a personality outside of simping. He has done a lot more than simp, which is more than I can say for Megami, for Pikachu-kun, who is also a VTuber, for Teru Hanamura.
See,
A
Megumi
little
effect.
sweet, a little sour.
Megumi back in her own time was with Juro for like 6 months.
Okay, let's think
They
about this.
they developed feelings for each other, and then he basically died trying to save her, except he's still fucking there. It's hard for her.
Yeah, I only really see this.
Okay.
going one way.
Have one conversation that doesn't revolve around Juro. I dare you.
So what can I do?
I know it's hard. But also, you're a human being. Your arc does not define you completely.
Hey, Kurabe-kun.
Also, stop getting bitter about every girl who so much as looks at Juro.
Could we hang out again today?
Other people can talk to him.
Let's see.
But she's basically going through the stages of grief, and it's made even harder because he's right
You
there.
have the place to yourself,
It's
right?
not him, but it's him.
I want to check it out.
She's trying to bring him back. It's not exactly the stages of grief.
But
Yeah. It's the bargaining stage.
now,
I realized it as I said it. She's annoying, okay? It's the same reason I hate Kyoko from Danganronpa. She didn't do anything wrong. I want to punch her.
You just think if we played this chapter at a different time, I'd be going, where the hell's Kyuta?
I
Now
have
we
a
know.
guest staying over. Things are a little awkward, so sorry. It's just not a good time.
Well, all right. Let's go to my place then.
Yes, this is literally that event we saw earlier, just from...
Just from a different point of view.
Without Kyuta.
Well, he's there.
We don't see him.
I know. I kind of prefer it that way.
Again, that's gonna be funny to me much later.
What the fuck?
Done already? Sorry. Looks like all we've got is soda.
There was no video game.
Thanks,
changed.
Sanity-kun.
There was. He turned it off.
He did. He doesn't remember doing it. Cuda took over to turn it off.
Which didn't happen originally.
That's not how Juro remembers it.
Yeah, that's not how Juro remembers it. Juro remembers it playing this entire time that he was drinking that drink. Yeah, don't have anything to consider. I can't talk to you. What do I need to actually do again? Outside, okay.
It's getting dark.
Too dark to see. Feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door.
We should probably go get dinner soon. You're coming, right? My treat.
You already paid for my ramen last time. I feel kind of bad.
Then what? You want to call it a day?
I can still tag along. I'll just pay for my own food.
Oh man, that means I gotta pay for my own. I remember that conversation.
You watched the video, didn't you?
What's he looking at?
Hey, you recommended it. How could I not?
He thinks he's looking cute.
Did you already finish it? What did you think?
Sorry, boss.
Kind of a campy plot.
Man, my buddy Juro's so weird with the kneeling down and looking into the floor intently.
And sets out
While
bent
talking
on
to me?
revenge. It was interesting, but definitely not for casuals.
Oh my god.
For a
And that's what
B-movie,
made him have that
just
dream.
proves it's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Cuda's trying to make everyone remember.
Well, remember, Shu did undergo some nanomachine therapy.
Yuki. Inaba.
Well, yeah.
Oh no.
Remember?
Can't talk to Miyuki right now.
Miyuki, I'm with my bros! We're doing bro shit!
I'll see you at school tomorrow.
Just learning something about you. I figured you were only really into Western music. Never thought you'd be into the idol scene.
We have both kinds of music here! Country and
and
West!
Getting big lately, hasn't she?
Oh, that. I mean,
I need to get
you know how it
into
is.
idol
I
music.
just got curious.
I watch Hollow Stars. It's definitely not the same thing.
I mean, it's a kind of idol music.
Turn about the TV stuff.
They're well, that
He's one of the only people who might
True.
believe me.
they're
How do I
they're
bring it
idol
up?
adjacent, but still
I don't get this
idols.
wrong.
It's complicated.
I know if I don't make myself absolutely clear, I'll just come off as a crazy fanboy. Actually, maybe I better keep my mouth shut. I'm getting hungry. Did you want to just grab dinner? and-
Getting hungry for ramen.
Actually,
For Juro ramen.
do you think I could stay a little longer?
That sounded more
I'd
like
really
cannibalism than I
appreciate
meant for it to.
My old man's probably at his mistress's place again. And I'm all by myself here. Stay as long as you want.
Thanks.
Say, any specific reason you don't want to go home? Well, anyhow.
They got all these crazy people staying at my house.
And if I recall correctly, he did actually say why.
We could swing by the video store.
He flashed back,
Have
at
something new
least.
to watch?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of. Before I forget again, here you go. This one I brought with me.
Huh?
It's basically the sequel to that other sci-fi one. This story was meant for you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. For you and me.
That's not creepy at all, Juro.
No, that's not concerning in the least.